Do you remember Rose and I cleaning this living room? Well, we're back at this house to clean the kitchen. Are you ready for some satisfying cleaning footage and cleaning sounds? Here we go! This is the house of a woman named Hope. I gave her that name, but it's not her real name, of course. And I do have to correct myself because in the last voiceover I said that she was a middle-aged woman. But Hope told me that she was 60 years old, and I don't know if 60 counts as middle-aged. People do get older, so maybe it does, but I'm not an expert in age definition. A fun fact is that the majority of my viewers is aged between 55 and 65, so I consider you very young people. This week I was looking at the stats of my YouTube channel and I was shocked because 53.7% of the viewers is not subscribed to my channel. That's more than half of the viewers. I do have to mention that subscribing is free, you guys. It doesn't cost you a thing. It is just showing your support for these free cleans. And you can subscribe by going to the front page of my YouTube channel, and right next to my profile picture there is this little button and it says subscribe. So if you're not subscribed yet, go hit that button. For this free clean, I brought Miss Bumper with me again, and if you know, you know. As you might see, this kitchen was completely dysfunctional. You could hardly walk in this kitchen and the floor was awfully dirty. It was sticky and messy. Wait until you see the fridge further up in this video. During this clean, you see me wearing a white disposable mask, which is a PPE-free mask, so it's quite a good one. But still, I bought a respirator, you guys, because I am aware of my health and I have to stay healthy if I want to continue these free cleans. In the video where we cleaned the living room, you could see that there were lots of plates and plastic bags from fast food in the living room, and Hope was used to eat in the living room every day, and she could eat by not touching the kitchen because she lived very close to a shopping mall, and Hope was used to go down there every day and buy herself ready to eat food. I was glad she wasn't used to touch this kitchen because I found maggots, flies, silverfish, and a huge amount of moldy and rotten food. I was so glad that we rented a container for this clean because I had to throw out lots of baking and cooking supplies such as pans, plastic containers, and cups such as the one with the red lid on, which were there were smoothies in, but those smoothies were obviously completely rotten. And guess what caused the worst smell in this kitchen? That was the fridge, so you gotta wait until I open it. Believe me, it's worth the wait. And what does a dish brush covered in bacteria look like? Well, that looks like this. As I am emptying the dishwasher, I am going to tell you what happened after we left last time. About 2 days after we cleaned the living room, Hope was confronted with an overflow of her toilet. It was really sad because Hope told us that she finally felt like she was starting to get back on her feet. It turned out that the sewer had subsided and therefore all the drainage came out of that toilet. You can imagine what a disaster that is. The smell was horrific. So the water mixed with urine, poop and toilet paper covered her complete hallway, and it brought so much damage to her laminate flooring, to her walls and everything. I might even have a picture somewhere. Let me see. Here it is. This was the floor after we removed everything that was on there, like trash and clothes. And yes, this house was dirty already, but this flood made it even worse and everything smelled so bad after it. When Hope notified the housing association about this flood and the damage that had been done, they wanted to come over and check, and Hope asked for a damage compensation, but the housing association also noticed that the other rooms were dirty as well, where there was no flood on the floor, etc. And they wanted to take a look through the whole house, and Hope rejected that. So yeah, it was a bit problematic, and now they concluded that they aren't going to give Hope damage compensation because she did not maintain her house very well. By the way, I need to clarify that I cleaned this sink with bleach. You can see the dish soap over there, but that was Hope's. The windowsills and all the woodwork around the windows were in desperate need of a clean. There were so many spiders and so much spider poop over there, but I did manage to clean it, of course. I don't know about you, but I'm vibing to these lo-fi down-tempo beats while I'm watching a sped up clean. It might even give some of you the extra motivation you need to get cleaning. The cabinets and the dishwasher were a little bit greasy, but I didn't need Miss Bumper to do this job. It was kind of easy by using a little bit of sieve and just a normal sponge. Since I knew cooking was her favorite thing to do, I also cleaned some of the cooking supplies, such as this crock pot. Last Friday, when we returned to Hope's house for the third time, we found a lot of cooking supplies in her bedroom that were completely new, but she had forgotten about it, such as a new set of knives, some cutting boards, and I was so glad because now her kitchen wasn't just clean, but she also could use all kind of new stuff. She also had this sort of wooden box in her kitchen that was a table, and she said that she wanted a new table, but she didn't have the money yet, so that's why we kept it in there. I think my new favorite thing during these free cleans is scraping off little spots of grease with my glass scraper. It is so easy but so effective and satisfying to watch. Grease holds on to these kind of tiles very well, so a steel daddy is not enough to get it off. You might be under the impression that we're already far into this clean, but no, we're not. This was a box that was just outside the kitchen and that area needed to be cleaned too. I looked through that box and there were quite some maggots in there. I think it was full of dirty pans and dirty cooking supplies, and I threw a lot of it away. Hope was actually one of the first residents that bought us a complete lunch. She went to, I think the place was called Amazing Oriental or something, and she bought us lumpias, chicken balls and all kind of snacks, and it was delicious. Speaking of the food that was gifted to me, okay, wow, this is a really bad way to link subjects, but whatever. I want to give a special thanks to the people who gave a super thanks on my previous videos. I truly appreciate your gifts, Ira, Ed Sophia, me, Arlie Vaughan. Thank you so much. If you can afford it and you want to fund these free cleans monthly, you can become a member of Colleen's Cleaning Crew. And this means that you get special videos that only members can see, and you will be donating the small amount of $2.99 each month. If you would like to join, you can go to the front page of my YouTube channel, and next to the subscribe button, there is a button to become a member. Now, to show you all my gratitude, I am going to empty that lovely white fridge right there. Ooh, it was so smelly.
Ook jongen, deze is ook heel erg.
Heb je daar al in gekeken?
Ja?
Dit is echt een gezondheid. De joy. Oh,
Deze een beetje.
Ja?
Ja.
Nou, die smell is...
Ik heb hem net open gedaan.
Oh shit. Ik moet even mijn telefoon hebben.
Welcome to my crib, MTV. En dan de vriezer.
Wacht, ik moet het ook even...
Oh, dat valt eigenlijk best wel mee.
Oh, er zit nog ijs in.
Lekker!
Lekker!
Ja!
Oh, wat erg.
Nice!
Voor de...
Ja.
Oh,
Wil jij hem ook nog even zien?
ja, ga. Over mijn tripod.
Nice. Oh.
I think it is 1 year ago that I uploaded a video of cleaning a fridge, and there was a huge block of ice in that fridge, and we tried all different kind of things, but one of you commented, why not put a pan with boiling water in that fridge? And I did it this time and it worked so well.
Was hij in de walkway? Nee, dat. Oké, ik ga mijn deur aandoen. Nee. Ja, ik heb...
And I need you more tonight. And I need you more than ever. For our best comes to tonight.
If you're wondering where we left all the trash bags, well, here they are. We rented a container of 10 cubic meters and it was 500 euros. You can also see some green stuff in there, and that is because we invited Yard Legend. His name is Son and he started to do free gardening here in the Netherlands. So check him out on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't already. I am putting the links to his accounts in the description. Speaking of other people who were working really hard during this free clean, Yasmin and Rose were there too. They were both cleaning the bathroom and the hallway, and Marilyn was also helping. It was just about last week that we, the three of us, were chatting about creating a new channel that's from all of us, where we show you the interaction and the fun and the happiness that we have during these cleanings. Sort of to bundle our strengths, since the three of us do have a lot of followers on different platforms. Wow, do you see how clean this fridge is? You almost need sunglasses to look at it. I couldn't really sweep the floor because someone had broken the handle of my broom. But who was that? That's very suspicious. couple of months ago, I stumbled upon this pink foam that cleans your drain, and I thought it was so satisfying to see. I first used it just at my own house, but now I want to show it to you too. This is how it works.
Cover the drain with the wash. Oké.
Wat een verschil hier. Oeh, je gaat de judo doen. Het is leeg ook.
Ja.
This is almost the end of this video. I'm showing you the before and after. And please don't forget to give this video a like and a comment, because then YouTube will push this video to people who don't know the channel yet. Thank you so much for your support and thank you for watching this video. I see you in the next one. Bye bye!